Welcome back to Poll Watcher Training. We've got an update for you on our new reporting system. It's not the system that's changed, but it's the forms that have changed, and it's the way that the Office of Elections is now numbering their machines. Before, in past years, they used to call them DS201, DS200 number 2, or we referred to them by the serial number. Well, this year they're putting just a plain white piece of paper on the machine, just taping it to the front. And the original machines were numbered 1, 2, and 3. And as they've gone about having to replace them because the thumb drives have been consumed and have filled up, subsequent machines have been numbered 4 and 5. And then when 5 had to be taken out of service, it's now been replaced with a machine numbered 6. Well, you can see that this doesn't match to our reporting system of calling them DS201, DS202, DS203. So let me share my screen with you, and I'll give you a quick brief of how we're going to solve this conundrum here. So this is the new reporting form. It looks the same as it did before. But when you come down to, we'll start with the opening shift. When you come down here to the opening shift, you'll see that we've added a line. So where this did say DS201, DS202, and 3, we've now changed this to read, this is the first DS200 machine you're going to report. And underneath this, the very first box, what is the handwritten number that's on the front of the DS200? So is it a 3? Is it a 5? Is it 8? Is it 10? Whatever it is, that's the number you're going to write down here. And then the normal data that you always captured, the red seal number, the top lids, zip tie seal, the public and private count, and so on. That data hasn't changed. What has changed is just adding this handwritten number, and noting that this is the first machine you're reporting, this is the second machine, this is the third machine, and we'd really like you to report them in numeric order, but I don't think that's going to really make a difference when it comes to sharing the data with the opening PW for tomorrow. Now, how does this change? And I'll show you just before we leave the form. We've also added the same nomenclature here to the closing shift. So now it's the first shift that your first DS200 machine that's being reported. What is that handwritten number on the front of the machine? We think that this is has only come up at the Fairfax location, that it's not going to be a factor at any of the other sites, and it's not how Reston or Mount Vernon are currently reporting or noting their machines. They're using 2 DS200s, and I think they're still using them as DS201 and 2. But Fairfax is different. It's had many more voters come through, and so they're consuming the thumb drives and the image capacity on their machines more quickly. Plus, they have 3 there and not just 2. So now let me just show you what the form looks like once you go to the online version. Nothing has changed here. You're still going to put in, the date of your shift. We'll click opening. We're going to click the times that you arrive and leave. This is all the same. You click a button here as to where you are, chief's name, and so on. And then when you get down here to the shift report, you'll see that it's saying, select the first DS200 that you're going to report on. And you'll see it says select, there's a down arrow. So just pick the number of the machine. What's that number that's taped on the front of the machine? Well, if it's 3, then press the number 3. It'll pop up here, and then you can go ahead and fill in the regular data, the red tape seal number, the top lid number, the public protected count, and so on. Do the same thing when you get here to number 2. select the machine that you're reporting on. Okay, if that's number 4, click 4. That'll um, pop up in that field now. Go ahead and enter your data here, and then here's for your third machine. So it's all the same. Um, each one of these is handled the same. If you're in uh, any of the sites that only have 1 and 2, well, then just pick the number 1 for this to indicate that this is DS201. So instead of reporting number 3, you'd put DS201. And even if they don't have a sign on the front, as we suspect that they don't in Reston and in Mount Vernon, but you can at least note them as 1 and then the second one as number 2. So I hope that's clear. You go ahead and fill out your report, and when you're done, you hit submit. That nothing has changed there. It's only how you refer to the machines. So I hope this quick lesson has helped with reporting, and if you have any questions or issues, please call us at our hotline number or send us a question at poll watchers at fairfaxgop.org. Thanks and happy reporting.